There is a wall between me and the street. It doesn't block everything, it decides what gets to reach me and what has to stay outside. I can hear the cars if I listen close, but they sound like they're underwater, like a memory of noise, not the noise itself. This is the wall that keeps the world out, not by force, not by doubt, but by holding the space where I can finally breathe. The thickness of it is not just plaster and wood, it is a filter I built over years, a slow accumulation of I don't need to hear that, and that can wait, and not today. Outside, the horns are still blowing, the sirens are still traveling, but the wall has taken the edge off until they become something I can almost ignore. This is the wall that keeps the world out, not because it hates the world, but because it loves the quiet that lives on the other side. I used to think a wall was a limit, a thing that kept me from living, but now I know all is a choice, a shape I drew around myself so I could finally see what I look like when I'm not being watched. The wall doesn't speak, it doesn't need to, it just stands there and I lean against it and it holds me up the way a good boundary should. There are some things I don't wanna hear, some frequencies I don't need to carry. The wall understands this, it doesn't judge, it just filters. This is the wall that keeps the world out, and I am grateful for its silence, for its refusal to let everything in, for its quiet, steady presence in a world that never stops talking. I chose. was offered everything once. The noise, the crowds, the endless race. The parties that lasted passed on, and the feeling of being in the right place. But I turned it down, not because I was afraid, but because the quiet was already standing behind me, waiting for me to notice. This is the quiet I chose over everything else, over the laughter and the chatter and the warmth of being wanted by people who didn't know me. I walked away from invitations, from opportunities and chances, from the bright lights of being seen. And I walked into this room where no one is looking. I didn't choose it because it was easy. I chose it because it was true, because in the center of the noise I kept losing my own voice, and in the silence I finally found it. This is the quiet I chose, not because I was forced to, but because I saw what it offered and I took it with both hands. There is a difference between being left alone and choosing to be alone, between isolation and liberation. I learned that difference sitting in this room. I could have said yes to everything, I could have been everywhere, but I said yes to this, to the stillness, to the not going, to the staying. And I would do it again 100 times, 1,000 times, because this quiet is not empty, it is full of me. This is the quiet I chose over everything else, and I will never apologize for choosing the room over the crowd, for choosing my own breath over the applause. I am here in the quiet, and I am not missing anything. I finally understand what I was looking for was never out there, it was always here. I was offered everything once, the noise, the crowds, the endless race. The parties that lasted passed on, and the feeling of being in the right place. But I turned it down, not because I was afraid, but because the quiet was already standing behind me, waiting for me to notice. This is the quiet I chose over everything else, over the laughter and the chatter and the warmth of being wanted by people who didn't know me. I walked away from invitations, from opportunities days and chances from the bright lights of being seen. And I walked into this room where no one is looking. I didn't choose it because it was easy. I chose it because it was true. Because in the center of the noise, I kept losing my own voice. And in the silence, I finally found it. This is the quiet I chose, not because I was forced to, but when the noise stops, when the world finally quiets down, I start to hear things I never noticed before. The water moving through the pipes, the way the floor settles at night, the tiny clicks and hums of a house that is breathing. These are the sounds you can only hear here, in the stillness of this room. They don't shout, they don't demand, they just exist. Outside, people are missing them, not because they're far away, but because their ears are full of things that don't need to be heard. I used to think silence was the absence of sound, but it's not. It's the presence of smaller ones, the quiet conversation between a wall and a window, between a floor and a footstep. These are the sounds you can only hear here, and I have learned to listen not with urgency, but with patience. My own heart beats in the corner of the room. I didn't know it was so loud. I didn't know it was trying to tell me something all these years. The radiator clicks in the cold, a language I'm learning to translate. It speaks of winters before I was born, and winters that will come. After I am gone, I don't need music anymore. Not the kind that is made. I have the sound of the room, the sound of being here, the sound of not leaving. These are the sounds you can only hear here, and they are enough. They are more than enough. They are the whole world if you know how to listen. I will stay and listen until the world outside becomes the quiet one, and I become the sun. This window doesn't open, it doesn't let the air in, but it lets the world in a way I can handle. I stand here every day, looking out at the street, and the street looks back, but we never touch. The window that doesn't open is the boundary I needed. It lets me see without being seen. It lets me watch without being asked. The children run past on the sidewalk, the cars line up at the light. The leaves fall in their season, and I watch it all from this safe distance. I don't need to be out there to know what it looks like. I don't need to touch the rain to know it's falling. I just need to see it through this glass that keeps me here. The window that doesn't open is not a prison. It's a frame I choose to look through instead of climb through. I used to think a closed window was a missed opportunity, but now I know it's an opportunity to see without obligation. The world outside is moving fast, and I am not part of it, and that is exactly what I needed to feel alive. I press my hand against the glass. It's cold, but not unwelcoming. It knows my shape, it knows I won't push. The window that doesn't open is the one I trust the to see. I will keep the inside. This window doesn't open, it doesn't let the air in, but it lets the world in a way I can handle. I stand here every day, looking out at the street, and the street looks back, but we never touch. The window that doesn't open is the boundary I needed. It lets me see without being seen. It lets me watch. For years there was a voice, a constant companion, telling me I wasn't done, telling me I wasn't enough. It followed me everywhere, through meetings, through meals, through moments I thought I was resting. It was always there, always speaking. But today, when I walk through the door, the voice stopped. It didn't fade away, it didn't gradually quiet. It just stopped. I sat down on the couch, waiting for it to return, but it didn't. The silence was complete, and I didn't know what to do with my hands. I looked around the room, and the room looked back. It didn't ask me why I was sitting, it didn't tell me to get up, it just let me be. The voice that finally stopped was the one I thought was me, but it wasn't. It was the world speaking in my mouth. I had to learn that not every thought is mine, that some of them are borrowed from people who don't even know I'm carrying them. I miss the voice sometimes, not because I need it, but because I got used to it. Like a noise you don't notice until it's gone. But the silence that came after is the truest thing I have ever heard. The voice that finally stopped is not coming back. I won't let it, because now I know what it means to think without being told what to think. I am quiet now, and it feels like I've been holding my breath for years, and finally exhaled.
I stand outside the door, I know it doesn't push toward me, it waits. It only opens inward. I have to cross the threshold first before it will meet me. The door that only opens inward is the one I trust the most, because it doesn't push me out. It waits for me to come home. I used to think a door should open both ways, a sign of welcome, a sign of ease. But now I know
protecting. It has seen me leave, and it has seen me return. It knows the shape of my exit and the shape of my return. The door that only opens inward doesn't need to chase me. It just stays and waits and stays and waits. I've slammed this door before. I have closed it quietly. I have left it ajar, and it has never complained. It just held its frame and waited. I know the sound of its latch. I know the weight of its pull. I know how it feels when I'm on the other side. When I am tired, I lean against it, and it holds me up the way a door should when you finally come back. The door that only opens inward is the one that knows me best. It has seen me leave, and it has seen me stay, and it has chosen to stay with me. I will never push this door away from me. I will let it wait, I will let it hold me, and I will walk through it every time. I stand outside the door, I know it doesn't push toward me, it waits. It only opens inward. I have to cross the threshold first before it will meet me. The door that only opens inward is the one I trust the most, because it doesn't push me out. It waits for me to come home. I used to think a door should open both ways, a sign of welcome, a sign of ease, but now I know the door that only opens inward is protecting something, something worth protecting. It has seen me leave, and it has seen me return. It knows the shape of my exit and the shape of my return. The door that only opens inward doesn't need to chase me. It just stays and waits and stays and has never complained, it just held its frame and waited. I know the sound of its latch, I know the weight of its pull, I know how it feels when I'm on the other side. When I am tired, I lean against it and it holds me up the way a door should when you finally come back. The door that only opens inward is the one that I trust the most, because it doesn't push me out, it waits for me to come home. I lie on my back and look up at the ceiling that doesn't count anything. It doesn't measure the hours, it doesn't keep score. It doesn't ask how long I've been here. The ceiling that counts nothing is the most honest thing in this room. It doesn't need me to be productive, to be valuable. I have spent hours looking at its surface, the cracks that have been there since before I moved in, the shadows that move without urgency. The ceiling has never asked me what I have done today. It doesn't care about my to-do list or my regrets. It just exists, and so do I. The ceiling that counts nothing is a witness that doesn't testify, it just sees, and that is enough. I used to think I had to prove that my time was well spent, but the ceiling has shown me that spending time is enough. The light from the street projects on the ceiling. It moves through the night without needing to arrive anywhere. I am learning from the ceiling to be still, to not count, to not measure, to just be. The ceiling that counts nothing is the one thing that doesn't judge, that doesn't demand, that doesn't need anything from me. I will lie here for as long as I want. The ceiling will not move, it will not ask, it will just be, and so will I. doesn't count anything. It doesn't measure the hours, it doesn't keep score. It doesn't ask how long I've been here. The ceiling that counts nothing is the most honest thing in this room. It doesn't need me to be productive to be valuable. I have spent hours looking at its surface, the cracks that have been there since before I moved in, the shadows that move without urgency. The ceiling has never asked me what I have done today. It doesn't care about my to-do list or my regrets. It just exists, and so do I. The ceiling that counts nothing is a witness that doesn't testify. It just sees, and that is enough. There is a corner in this room that I never noticed until I needed it. It isn't shaped for anything, not for a table, not for a shelf. It's just a space where two walls meet. The corner that received me didn't ask me to be smaller. It just held me in the exact shape I was already in. I sat down with my knees to my chest, and the corner didn't complain, it didn't push back, it just let me be the size I was. I have tried to fit in many places, some I had to bend myself into, some I had to break myself for. But this corner received me without requiring a change. The corner that received me is the first place that didn't ask me to be different, and I didn't know how much I needed that. I used to think a corner was empty, a space to fill, but now I know it was waiting for someone who could sit without needing to be fixed. The walls beside me know my shoulder, they know the way I lean, they know the weight I carry. I have sat here through storms, through quiet afternoons, through evenings that turned into nights without my noticing. The corner that received me will always be here. It doesn't move, it doesn't leave, it just waits for for the next time I need to be received. I am not a guest in this corner. I belong here in the space that was always meant for me. There is a corner in this room that I never noticed until I needed it. It isn't shaped for anything, not for a table, not for a shelf. It's just a space where two walls meet. The corner that received me didn't ask me to be smaller. It just held me in the exact shape I was already in. I sat down with my knees to my chest, and the corner didn't complain. It didn't push back. It just let me be the size I was. I have tried to fit in many places. Some I had to bend myself into, some I had to break myself for. But this corner received me without requiring a change. The corner that received me is the first place that didn't ask me to be different, and I didn't know how much I needed that. I used to think a corner was empty, a space to fill, but now I know it was waiting for someone who could sit without needing to be fixed. The walls beside me know my shoulder. They know the way I lean. They know the weight I carry. I have sat here through storms, through quiet afternoons, through evenings that turned into nights without my noticing. The corner that received me will always be here. It doesn't move, it doesn't leave, it just waits for the next time I need to be received. The corner that received me is the first place that didn't ask me to be different, and I didn't know how much I needed that. I used to think a corner was empty, a space to fill, but now I know it was waiting. I sit down in the chair and it doesn't groan. doesn't protest. It knows my weight. It has known it for years. The furniture that knows my weight is the only thing that doesn't forget what I feel like when I am fully here. I have left this chair for days at a time. I have returned, and it recognized me. It didn't need a reminder. The chair knows the way I sit when I'm tired, the way I lean when I'm thinking, the way I settle in when I don't want to leave. The furniture that knows my weight doesn't confuse me with anyone else. It remembers exactly what I feel like without me saying a word. I have been forgotten by people who promise to remember, but this chair has never asked for my name. It just knows my shape. The table across the room has held my cups for 1,000 mornings. It knows the rain I leave behind. The bed knows my side. It knows where I sleep. It knows the dip I have carved into it over the years. The furniture that knows my weight is more faithful than any person who has ever known my name. I will stay in this chair for as long as it remembers me. And I know it will remember even when I'm gone. I thought I knew what rest was. I thought I knew what it meant to stop. But I was wrong. I was just between tasks. I was just pausing until the next thing. The rest I didn't know I was missing wasn't sleep, wasn't a break. It was the stillness that doesn't ask what comes next. I sat down one evening without any plan, without any next step, and I didn't get back up for didn't scroll, I didn't think, I didn't prepare. I just stayed in the room, and the room stayed with me. The rest I didn't know I was missing found me in that silence, and I didn't recognize it because it had been so long since I let it in. I thought I was okay, but I was just running on a quiet treadmill that never stopped. The rest that came was not a collapse, it was not a giving up, it was a giving over, a surrender to being still. And when I finally stood up, hours later, I didn't feel guilty. I felt like I had come back to myself. The rest I didn't know I was missing is the one thing I will never let go of again, because now I know what it feels like to be truly still and not be afraid of what it will find. I am here, and the rest that I didn't know I was missing. And I am not leaving, I am staying, I am finally resting. I thought I knew what rest was. I thought I knew what it meant to stop. But I was wrong. I was just between tasks. I was just pausing until the next thing. The rest I didn't know I was missing wasn't sleep, wasn't a break. It was the stillness that doesn't ask what comes next. I sat down one evening without any plan, without any next step, and I didn't get back up for hours. I didn't scroll, I didn't think, I didn't prepare. I just stayed in the room, and the room stayed with me. The rest I didn't know I was missing from me in that silence, and I didn't recognize it because it had been so long since I let it in. I thought I was fine, I thought I was okay,